Man, we're right back to 2023 and going, what am I doing? This is not a good return on investment. Hey guys, Rick and Duke, welcome to another Warhog Words of Wisdom. Thank you for giving us your most precious commodity, your time to tune in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all this good stuff. Swing by warhog.com and the all new on the range podcast.com. Great stuff on both of those pages. So I'm going to jump right into it, guys. We're back on IG. Let me rephrase. The Warhog Tactical handle is back on IG. We're going to get into some of these issues, dramas, censorship that this platform has going on, and how you are the product and they're just ripping your data every chance they get. If you guys have had issues with, Instagram, Meta, Facebook, any of that, been zucked, let us know down in the comments, man. I'd love to hear kind of if you ever got your situation resolved. I hear some people do. For us, we never did. So long story short, let me paint you a little bit of history here. So in 2023, the Warhog Tactical IG page was deactivated. Why? Who knows, right? We got zucked. They never give you a reason except you violated terms of service. Okay. That's their catch-all for everything. Long story short, here, I guess was this month, we just happened. Well, let me back up. So a while back, I've been trying to reach out to IG, put the request in, dispute. Hey, what's the issue? Yada yada, and of course you get nothing, right? Bot reply, you violated terms of service, yada yada. So I happen to be looking at on my Meta business page. I had two. Let me say this again. I had two Instagram accounts with the name warhog_com. The difference being they both had different account numbers. Now, my guess being the earlier one was probably my Warhog Tactical. So somewhere, right? Somebody at Instagram somehow labeled the Warhog Tactical warhog_com. So fast forward, I just happened to see that, try to let IG know, let some other people know. Of course, you get nothing. Now we're talking over 2,000 posts. Really, the part that was the kick was all of Duke's kind of cancer treatment stuff going on, gone, right? Just ripped out. Thanks IG for all your censorship. But anyway, I happened to try logging in a couple times. Hey, can't find the page. And then we just so happen, hey, let's try create a new account. And here I am typing away War, Hog, Tactical, green check mark. I'm like, you're kidding me. Really? Sign up now. So we at least got the handle back. Now trying to rebuild. Am I ever going to get those? I think it was 2,700 posts all back up there again. Probably not. At a certain point, I could go back to Facebook because there was a certain point where, figure this one out, right? The posts went over to Facebook. They stayed. But anything on Instagram, anything that was tagged, Duke was invited as a collaborator, all gone, right? So this whole platform Zuckerberg has built, which, oh, by the way, is the number one platform for human trafficking. Let that one sink in. Does not cross-pollinate somehow. You would think that all the stuff that was on Facebook would have got ripped as well, but it didn't. Just odd, the whole dynamics, how this platform works. So we tried, and I'm just giving you guys some quick refreshers, and there's a bunch of stuff, and I'm kind of all over the map, so I apologize a little bit. But we tried, I think it was back in June, for the warhog_com page, to try the blue check mark. I'm going to tell you this, the blue check mark's a scam. If you guys are paying for it, you're just giving Zuck free money. It does nothing for you. It did not remove any of our quote unquote violations of our regulatory or regulated goods, which include U.S. service members killed in action. Yep, that's been a violation. Duke's picture, me and him in Afghanistan, that was been a violation. Our free law enforcement firearms training violation. The list goes on and on. They target everything and anything that's American. So, in my opinion, Instagram, Meta, Facebook, all these cats, very anti-American platform. Let that one sink in. So the blue check mark didn't work. We were able to talk to Meta support, which is the same thing you supposedly get with Instagram. But here's the thing: Meta support, which you'd think would be all things Meta, i.e., Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. No, it's just a Facebook deal. Oh, we don't talk to Instagram. So they gave me two janky email addresses, help at Instagram and support at Instagram. Of course, that does nothing. We've used the app to try to send messages, nothing, right? Like you can't get these people to do anything. Every time that we have some type of regulated good violation, we dispute. And of course, our technology has found it's really so they have set. And here's the thing: like guys will, these marketing cats will tell you, "Oh, we can tell you the algorithm." Can you tell them what their AI settings are? So I did a post the other day, August 6th, commemorating extortion 17. 31 U.S. service members killed over in Afghanistan. You know what? Instagram said, well, we can't show that to non-followers. That is a regulated good. Really? Instagram? Zuckerberg? You think you control a regulated good as the U.S. military? Those killed in action? Dude, you guys are 100% working it. Guys, if you've been in that same boat or had some type of violation from IG, please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear. But every time I turn around and use this platform, so we get the handle Warhog Tactical back. Second post is Duke's commemorative post when I lost him July 5th, 2021 to osteosarcoma, right? Me and him in Afghanistan. Violation right from the get-go, right? Bam, right from the get-go, they're attacking. Me doing the cast with Duco to get, the rifle for 5.11 violation. It's just every time you turn around, there's some type of violation. So will we ever get back to, the 56,000 plus people we had following us? Probably not. We can if you guys help us, right? So really, this is the thing. We need your help. Go to Instagram, follow Warhog Tactical, do all that classic like, share, stick in your stories, let people know, hey, we're back. But I have a funny feeling it's going to be a continual uphill an uphill battle. And really, I used to enjoy being on there. I don't. Why? Because it's just so frustrating, right? Like, so if their intent is to keep you on the platform, dude, for us, I throw some stuff out there and I really bail. I might answer some or do some replies if people, leave a comment or something. But for the most part, man, we're right back to 2023 and going, what am I doing? This is not a good return on investment. And then you got to look Instagram's newest play, the maps feature, right? So now Zuck just wants to suck more of your data and know where you're at. Right. This whole thing, so you understand that being on social, you are the product. I don't care if you're paying for your blue check mark, you're just giving him free money. He's laughing all the way to the bank. Like I said, we tried it, didn't work. But now this new maps feature tracks where you're posting from. What do you think he's doing with that? Right? He's just selling your data. He's doing data mining. You ever sit there and scratch your head and go, man, how'd I get this janky email? Hey there, Warhog Tactical. How'd you like to buy umpteen gazillion followers? Hey there, Warhog Tactical. Come check out my porn site. Hey there, Warhog Tactical. It's all just garbage. And oh, by the way, I got to reiterate this. It is the number one platform for human trafficking. Let that one sink in. So they can sit there and have a quote unquote regulated good violation for Warhog Tactical trying to promote Extortion 17, War Dog Duco, Project Officer Survival, and our free law enforcement firearms training. But they're still the number one platform to traffic. Let that one sink in. It's all by design, right? All by design. Now, could they turn it around? Sure. And Zuck's a straight up liar. So he got on there, and of course, he threw out a while back, um, oh yeah, free expression. Although the free expression, his very platform, he had mentioned right after President Trump's assassination attempt, when he had his fist pumping up by the flag. Of course, his platform said that was all fake. But he's like, oh, that was the coolest thing I ever saw. Really, dude? But your platform's saying otherwise, right? So he doesn't even know the backside manipulation that's going on. As a business owner, man, it sucks because it has it affected our business? Sure. Has it affected us getting the word out there? Yeah. Have we tried X? Yes, we have. Can't seem to get X going. X to me seems like a more political style, word text platform. I mean, I appreciate what Elon did, but we just haven't seen the growth. If you guys got any secrets, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know how to get that going. YouTube, YouTube rips our videos left and right. So they specifically attacked On the Range podcast with no gun related content on there. So pulled a bunch of the episodes off. The only one they told us about, or I got an email about, was they said, well, the one with only one, right? So we had two with Dutch Chris Moyer. Only one, they let us know that, well, because we had put his website on there, we must have been spamming. Well, that's what most podcast hosts do, is whenever you have guests, hey, man, here's how you get in contact with the guest. But again, that's by YouTube's design to attack, censor. LinkedIn has been pretty good for us. We get some pretty good traction there. It seems to be a more professional platform. Although I did see a post on there the other day. Somebody was saying, hey, there are some body-esque bogus accounts. So I don't know how much. It's not as body, without a doubt, as Instagram, but I guess there are some fake accounts. So maybe they're real people building fake accounts. I'm not totally sure on it, but to the best of my knowledge, we haven't been censored on there. We haven't been restricted. If I put up a law enforcement firearms training post, or if I put a picture of me shooting, right, it's not getting, oh, you're violating regulated goods. So that's a good thing. We've dabbled with the Truth Social. We played with on Rumble. We've tried all these different platforms, and we just can't get anything to work. There was a time and place we were doing very well on IG, and then we got slammed. I just don't see us recovering from it, short of somebody from IG listening, going, hey, let's have a conversation. Hey, check this account number. What do you see? I can tell you the exact last post we did. I at least know the number of posts. I don't know the number of followers exactly, because at some point I took a screenshot when we got deactivated. It at least had the post number up there, so I can tell you that. But yeah, long story short, Warhog Tactical handle is back on IG. Do us a huge favor, please. Get the word out there. That's the only way we're going to get this thing built back. Will you see our content? Some people do, some people don't, right? It's a super manipulated platform. We've had followers tell us, hey, I was following, then I never unfollowed, but got unfollowed, then followed you back and unfollowed. Heck, Mark, of all people, right? They targeted Kelley Defense and had Kelley Defense unfollowing. I'm like, you don't think we people talk? It's like, this whole censorship is out of control. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on all this big tech censorship. Put us something down in the comments below. If you guys got any solutions, heck, if you got any contacts, man, share that along as well. I've pretty much learned my lesson from the first go around. If you want to reach out to us on IG, great. If you're somebody in the firearms industry, great. You can make initial contact that way. I'd say go to warhog.com is a better choice. But we're just going to redirect you back to either text or email traffic because we're in the middle of like chatting with companies. And the problem is when you lose your DMs, you can't go recover that stuff. So if you're a business and you're doing any type of DM business coordinations on IG, I would not, let me say that again, I would not recommend it. Get either that phone call, that text, or that email that you control traffic going on. So why is it, do we always say, hey, go to warhog.com? Because I control that. Why do we say become a member of our Patreon group, On the Range podcast, crew member? Because we control that, right? You think about these platforms, you are not paying a dime unless you're paying for that fake blue check mark, which does nothing for you. Unless you're paying for it, you are the product. You're what they're sitting there ripping data from. Zuckerberg tells you straight up, we're pulling all your stuff you're putting on Instagram to better feed our AI. So if you want to be part of that, great. If you don't, I think there's ways to opt out. But man, if I wasn't running the business, I wouldn't be on any of it. To me, I think it's a total waste of time. But you're trying to promote a business, trying to let people know services we provide, goods that we sell. And man, they are 100% targeting us like nobody's business. But guys, if you got any comments, any solutions, anything, please let us know in the comments. But for now, I'm going to ask you guys, hey, swing by, the old Instagram, find Warhog Tactical. You'll probably have to type it all in because, we're probably restricted. Please give us a follow, right? And then, oh, by the way, just share if you see our content or just let other people know, hey, we're back. That's been the hardest thing is just trying to get people to know, hey, we're back. It's funny because if you go back to some of the older posts, prime example. So we just, like I said, we literally just got the page back this month. You can go back to like Duco's page and see where Warhog Tactical is mentioned. And what's it do? It drives you back to this page. So we truly lucked out on getting the handle back because I do believe if you lose your handle or it's deactivated, it goes in the trash forever. So somewhere there was a backside screw up on Instagram's part. And I guess you can say we kind of benefited. But your words of wisdom, be careful how much time you're spending on that manipulated, censored trafficking platform. Just be careful. If you're running a business, I got it. We got to kind of be on there. If you're not, go ask yourself, is this platform really adding to your personal growth? Some pages do. Personally, we can't get out there and make that happen. The only way we can do it is if you give us a follow. So, rest of you guys, just try to give us the best support you can. For our Patreon members, so for the crew members, stand by. You guys always know, be some bonus content for you guys. If you want to be part of the On the Range podcast crew, it's super easy. Swing by patreon.com/On the Range podcast or swing by warhog.com, on the range podcast.com or kellydefense.com. Any one of those websites will direct you to become a crew member. It's free to join. We got special law enforcement military tier pricing, bi-monthly Zoom call with me and Mark, all kinds of training videos on there as well. And we just wrapped up our North Carolina Range Day. We will be doing a Tennessee Range Day in collab with Second Chance K9. So that'll be done at Royal Range at Nashville. More details to come out on that. But for the rest of you guys, make sure you guys train hard, stay safe. We'll see you on the range. Patrons, stand by for added bonus content. Rick and Duco out.